I want to show you some of the new image editing and graphics editing features that you have in PowerPoint. So in PowerPoint 2007, Microsoft added a lot of really neat features. So for example, if I click on the image here, you'll see I get the picture tools. If I double click, I'll get the formatting bar. And so some of these things were already started in PowerPoint 2007. For example, the picture styles. So you can see I can scroll over it and see what I can do. What's nice about that is a lot of these things I had to go out of PowerPoint, go into an image editing application, apply shadows, apply different effects, and then bring those pictures back in to PowerPoint. So for a lot of basic and common image editing, PowerPoint really saves you a lot of time because you're not having to do that. So you've got drop shadows and all that type of stuff, reflections, which are really popular. So a lot of neat features available to you. So PowerPoint 2010 has stepped it up a little, so let's go ahead and look at some of those. So I have an image here, and the first thing we'll look at is the coloring effects. So I've got the color effects here. Come over here. You can see I've got some choices: color, saturation, tone, recoloring. So I can go from a black and white all the way to something where the color's pumped up. I change the color temperature, so that might work better with different images that I'm working with. And then you can recolor them. So now let's think about some practical ways where you can use this. Here's one example I was thinking of. A lot of times you'll have images, they come from different sources. Maybe you take the pictures yourself and they don't look like they belong together. So like in this case, we've got 3 images. They don't necessarily belong together. And they could have different lighting and different image quality. So if you're taking them yourself on the floor, or people in your office, you never know what the quality is going to be like. One way you can use the recolor features, let's say we select all of these. I'm going to go over to the recoloring. So if I recolor them, let's say I make them all blue. Now they could be completely different images, but because I've applied this color effect to them, they all look like they kind of belong together. The other thing is you can use different colors to kind of highlight different information. So let's say we had here, we have a red section, and here we have a green section. So then you can use those colors to kind of highlight core information. And again, because the coloring is applied the same way, while there are different types of photos and maybe different image quality, they'll kind of look like they belong, and it's a more cohesive presentation of the images. A simple way to do that stuff, but kind of usable in your e-learning course. Another feature is the artistic effects. So if we have an image here, so if we take the artistic effects, you can see there's a number of effects, different types of drawings, blurring, glass wrap, all sorts of effects that you can apply. So it's just a matter of getting creative in how you would do it. One of the ones I like is this pencil sketching. And the reason is, like if I click, let's open this up because this will let me do some edits on it. So let's say I select the pencil sketch, and then where this comes in handy is a lot of times you'll have courses where you've got an image and the image just doesn't look right, or it's not working, but you need to have something to make it work. The pencil sketching works great. So let's say we add a 3-stroke line so the pencil size is smaller. Now you can already start to see it looks like a frog image. And the transparency, I can actually make the image peek through a little. So let's do 30%. And so when I add that in here, now it looks like it's a pencil sketch of the frog rather than that original photo. And let's say I applied that to this photo here. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got a photo. It's not perfect necessarily, so I'm going to apply an artistic effect. So I'm going to select the photo. We'll do the pencil sketch again. I can do the pencil sketch. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do about 40% transparency, and we'll do a 3 on the line stroke. Now I've got a nice looking pencil sketch image that kind of covers up some of the imperfections in my photos. So it's a really neat way to work with. It's just a matter of playing around with the artistic effects. Another one that's kind of neat is like something like this where you have an image and a lot of stuff and it's real busy trying to figure out what you want to focus on. Well, we can take an image, apply the blur filter, and then we'll just make it really blurry, and now all of a sudden whatever's on that image is going to pop out. So it adds some texture, some interest in the background, but the focal point is going to be here on the Chihuahua. So simple effects. They're going to save you some time not having to go in and out of PowerPoint.